think people getting these old W123s and restoring them, particularly rolling restorations, sometimes forget that they're 40 to 45 years old, and so many of the rubber parts are worn out. And if you want to get the original road feel and ride back on these old cars, you're going to have to replace quite a number of rubber parts, particularly in the suspension. Otherwise, it's never going to feel like it felt at the factory. And this is what I did on my 300 TD wagon. I pulled the front end out, completely rebuilt it, and put it all back. Of course, I cleaned it, painted it, it really looks pretty. And I got to thinking, other owners might be interested in doing this by having a complete kit of all the parts they would need to restore that original feel in the front end. So I'm going to call this the W123 Ride Restoration Kit, if I can. But I want to show you right here what I've done on the wagon, and then I'll bring out a front end piece and kind of show you where all these parts go. Now, I did more than just replace the rubber suspension parts here. I think I got a little carried away. I even put new springs in. You can see the new Bilstein shocks. But if you look down here, you can see the lower control arm. There's where the bushings go there, and back in here is this bushing. And then we've got other parts coming around to this side. You can see the control rod mount back here, which is also a bushing part which helps to stabilize the front end. So when you do this, it gives you a great sense of satisfaction being able to just look at this, but particularly when you get in it and go down the road. Up here is the upper control arm. Notice I didn't paint that because that's kind of a nice natural aluminum color. So I thought I would pull a front end member out of a W123, put it here on the bench so you can see where these parts go. Let's start with the upper control arm. You see that's going to mount right here. Here you have a ball socket similar to a tie rod end, but on this end you have two rubber bushings. So when these start wearing out, you're going to get a lot of movement in your front end. And then where the sway bar comes through right here, you have new rubber bushings here, which help to isolate any vibrations from the sway bar and keep them from transmitting through to this front suspension part here. So the upper control arms are part of this kit, both right and left side. Then we move down to the control rod. Here are the new control rod mount bushings that you would install. And then right in here is another bushing. This one's often missed and very seldom changed. But this is a rubber bushing also. And when this wears, you'll get a little bit of movement in this control arm, and you will get noise even over rough ground. And you may think it's something else because this just doesn't get looked at closely, but these are included in the kit. Along with that, you probably should replace the ball joints. Even though that's not a rubber suspension part, this is a high wear item on these W123s. So the ball joints are included in the kit. Then you're looking at the lower control arm right here. And when this lower control arm bushing starts to wear out, then you get movement fore and aft and up and down. So you can imagine what happens. Here's the new bushings that you would install in the inboard section of the lower control arm. So if you take movement in the upper control arm, looseness in the ball joint, looseness in this lower control arm, and the control rod bushings are sloppy, you can imagine you have totally lost the original road feel of a W123. And I have to tell you from experience, because the cars are so old now, you cannot piecemeal this. You'll end up replacing this part or replacing the ball joint, and then the front end shop will say, hey, it's all worn out. Or you'll replace a couple parts, and shortly thereafter, you're going to have to replace something else. So I believe it's best to just do it all at once. Now, this isn't everything. You do have tie rods, you have an idler arm bushing, and you have a steering box, which are also part of the front end steering. But in this kit, we're focusing on restoring the original ride feel. I must say this is not a beginner DIY job. This is an advanced DIY job, and if you think you're going to take this on yourself, I would be remiss to not talk about safety. I want to show you what the front spring looks like in these W123 diesels with it out. See that? And look at it compressed. Does that give you any idea of the danger of working around a compressed spring? So you do not use any cheap type of spring compressors or any type of strut compressors that you see advertised anywhere. You have to use a very specific spring compressor to compress these springs safely. And what I do, even when I'm working on this, I treat it like a snake. And I'll take a piece of rope and I'll tie this spring off even while I'm compressing it, because for any reason, if this should decide to fly out, it is like a missile. So, word to the wise, do not regard this lightly. So you're looking at the spring compressor that's required for this job. You'll notice there's 4 plates. These 2 smaller plates for the front spring. The rear springs in these cars are larger, so they have the larger diameter plates. And the way this compressor works is it compresses the spring right down to the center, which is the safest way to do this. So this plate goes on the top, this plate goes on the bottom, and this rod here, which is threaded, goes right down to the center. And you extend this out, hook this up, and you tighten this down in the car until the spring is totally compressed and you can lift it out from the front suspension. And so in conclusion, if you decide to purchase this ride kit for your W123, let's talk a little bit about the difficulty of installing these parts. The upper control arms could be installed without removing the front spring. That is something I do include instructions with. There are a number of things I do not include instructions with because there's a liability issue, and I don't want you getting hurt because I advise you to install something one way or another. So you can research this, you can get the factory manual, but what I would say is if you get the front suspension out of the car using the proper spring compressor, you might want to take it into a front end shop. The ball joints are very hard. You're going to need a very special press tool to get those in and out, and you can get a front end shop, if they're willing to do this, to pop out the old ball joint and put it in. The same with these bushings. You can fight these out yourself, but it may be better at a front end shop that has the tools to do this. These can be installed yourself without much difficulty, and the same here. So even if this isn't what you'd call an easy job, I have to say that you will not believe the difference when you get all these new parts installed in the front end of your old W123 and drive it down the road.